Moving on now, Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has offered a huge amount of jewellery at the very famous shrine of Lord Venkateshwara at Tirupati. KCR in fact offered gold ornaments worth nearly 5.5 crore rupees to fulfill a vow that he had taken during the agitation for the demand of a separate state. Tirupati in fact had seen massive agitations in protest against KCR's movement for a separate state of Telangana. But now the Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao reaching the temple and offering that huge amount of money and jewellery to Lord Venkateshwara. Almost in fact the entire cabinet, including the Speaker and some senior bureaucrats, also visited Tirupati along with the Chief Minister.
చక్కటి అవకాశం లభించింది. రెండు తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల ప్రజలను కూడా చల్లగా దీవించండి అని చెప్పి వారిని నేను కోరుకోవడం జరిగింది. వారి చల్లని ఆశీస్సులు అందరికి లభించాలని చెప్పి కోరుకుంటున్నాను. రెండు రాష్ట్రాలు కూడా అభివృద్ధి చెంది భారతదేశంలోనే అగ్ర రాష్ట్రాలకు పేరు తెచ్చుకొని దీవెన అందించిన స్వామి గారిని కోరినాను. చాలా సంతోషం. అందరికీ శుభాకాంక్షలు.
So that is the big story right now that we just told you about. K. Chandrasekhar Rao offering 5 crores worth of jewellery at Tirumala. In fact, it is what we hear, his maiden visit to the very famous, the very respected, revered hill shrine after becoming the Chief Minister. Editor India Today, Shiv Arur, is now with us. Shiv, eyebrows are being raised on this huge amount of money and jewellery that is being offered. Any questions being asked to the Chief Minister on where is all this money and jewellery coming from?
Well, we don't know if any questions are officially being asked by, either the opposition or the people of Telangana, but I can tell you there is already a huge amount of outrage, not just raised eyebrows, Avantika, a huge amount of disbelief, incredulity and outrage over precisely what this largesse is really all about. Remember, Telangana has been reeling under drought. There has been a farmer crisis in the state. And worst of all, this 5.5 crore rupees worth of gold ornaments that's been donated by K. Chandrasekhar Rao, the Chief Minister of India's newest state, to Tirupati, is from public money. It's not his own money. It's not the money that belongs to the Telangana Rashtra Samiti, the TRS, the party that he belongs to. This is public taxpayers' money from Telangana. 5.5 crore rupees of it that's been donated to the Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam Trust. That's point number one. Point number two, he has an unbelievable excuse for this donation, Avantika. He says that this was pledged during the entire Telangana campaign and therefore this money has to be provided. Why this has to come from public money has not been explained yet. Worst of all, in my view, and this is something that a lot of other people are talking about as well, the Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam Trust is one of the richest temple trusts in the world. It has crores in donations every single day. It's got an enormous amount of gold. The Venkateshwara Trust has an enormous amount of funds and resources. Why this pressing need to give public funds worth of gold to the Tirupati Trust? 5.5 crore rupees is an enormous amount of money from any stretch of imagination, from any angle. So justifying such a huge donation from public funds is something that is going to put pressure on KCR, the Chief Minister, who has splurged on such things as a huge number of air conditioners in his house. He's got a bulletproof toilet on which he spent more than 1 crore of rupees, spent money on a large number of other luxury items for him and himself and his administration. And yet, when it comes to, donating to the gods, to thank them for his party coming to power and the creation of Telangana, Telangana, it's public funds. It's taxpayers' money that's gone. The question we're going to be asking here on India Today is, if you're so keen on donating such a huge sum of money to the Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam Trust, why not, use the treasury of the Telangana Rashtra Samiti? Why not use the party's own funds? Whose permission have you taken from the public to take their taxpayers' money and send it to this trust? Is the question the public in Telangana, especially farmers and those in crisis, will be asking at this time.
Absolutely. Shiv, just stay with me. Ashish is also joining us on the phone line. Ashish, are those questions being asked now? I mean, is the Chief Minister, has he given a justification for the kind of extravagant and lavish offering that he has made to the deity, to the temple?
So far, no words from the ruling government, the Telangana Telangana government, neither the government nor any party member of the Telangana Rashtra Committee has come out and explained or answered the questions and the doubts raised by the common man or the politician or media. Unfortunately, today in Hyderabad, several hundreds of youth has planned a protest. They are demanding jobs. They are unemployed, and that's why they are holding a dharna, and police is tracking down them. They are being arrested. Over 600 people have been arrested. Several leaders have been put in house arrest. So one hand, government of Telangana, head Chief Minister KCR Rao, he is visiting Tirupati at temples. He is offering gold, jewelries to various temples. On the very same other hand, several hundred youth are unemployed. They are demanding jobs. Several farmers are committing suicide. Drought-like situation is in the state. So definitely, questions are coming, and political opposition parties, political class, civil society are asking serious questions on the move of government of Telangana, ex-chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao.
Right, absolutely. And Shiv, this high-priced, extremely extravagant offering is not just, a few coins or money. These are precious and priceless jewels that have been offered to the temple.
And we don't know, where these jewels are actually coming from, who procured them, who they belong to before they were offered. Take a look at these pictures. There are necklaces, there are rings, all kinds of jewels, big pieces of pure gold worth 5.5 crore rupees. This is lavish to say the least, Avantika. Jewels of all kinds that have been collected now, all of them worth 5.5 crore rupees to be donated to a temple trust. Now on India Today, we don't take sides, we don't judge as far as donations are concerned. But there is a principle here. The Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam Trust is one of the richest in the world. They certainly have no need, or certainly no urgent need, for any kinds of funds, or financial resources. Certainly not gold of this kind. Point number two, this is public money. This is publicly funded gold. 5.5 crore rupees is a huge sum of money for a state like Telangana, for any state really, but especially for a state like Telangana, which is officially, currently in a state of distress in terms of the drought, in terms of the agrarian crisis, the fact that there is rampant unemployment in India's newest state. There are several other crises, including urban degradation in the state. And yet you've got a chief minister who is flamboyant about his misplaced priorities. He's actually boasting about this huge donation that's being made to the Tirupati Trust. I think that shows a complete impunity, perhaps a disconnect with the public, maybe even a sense of contempt that he's being so brazen and going ahead with this donation, Avantika, despite knowing he's the chief minister. How can he not know about the crisis that grips his state at this point of time? I think it's going to be very interesting to see how others, KCR is being very brazen about this.
Yes.
He stands by his principles, Avantika, and says that this was something that we pledged during the Telangana movement. It's going to be very interesting to see how other MPs, including his son and daughter, leaders in the Telangana Rashtra Samiti and the government and at the center, what they are going to do to justify this largesse. Because I can tell you that public sentiment, offline, online, on social media, is going to be very much against KCR for this particular move. Why not donate this money from the party's funds, from your own treasury, from your personal funds if necessary? Whose permission, whose public permission has been taken by Chief Minister KCR before he took this money from the public treasury, the exchequer of Telangana, and gave it to the Tirupati Trust?
Absolutely. Shiv and Ashish, thank you both, but we will continue to remain on this story.